Well, welcome to the third of three videos looking at extreme project management. And what we're going to do during this video is very briefly look at emertxe projects. So emertxe project management is going to be looking at those projects where you have a solution, but you don't know if there is a goal or a problem that solution can be used against. And there are lots and lots of examples of that. You know, when Mosaic was first released back in 1993, no one really knew what was going to happen with the internet and the World Wide Web. No one could predict the Amazons of the world. And so it took some while before those models became apparent. So you had a solution, you just didn't know how to use it. The same is true with Post-it notes. The same is true with embedded credit cards. It took a while to figure out, is this really going to work? Our RFID was another really good example of where you had the solution, but you didn't know what problem you were going to use that solution to solve. When you start looking at the project management lifecycle model for this, you're really having this entire phasing of all of the different process groups. So scope and plan and launch, monitor and close are all in the loop, but you're kind of working backwards. You've got a solution, and instead what you're trying to do is converge on an acceptable goal. Okay, that can be supported by some variation of the known solutions. If you've got this known solution, you're working backwards to try to find a goal or a problem that is going to be profitable or beneficial to solve. As you're working through each one of these kind of phases, again, it's very similar. You're going to have to go through a scoping phase, get senior management to buy off on going on another another round of trying to adapt this solution to solve a particular problem. From there, you move into actually planning it out once you have that initial approval. And again, you've got to get senior approval once you've built out the schedule and figured out what you're going to do during this particular phase in trying to solve the challenges associated with mapping this solution back to an unknown problem. From here, you actually launch it, build your team, write out your project definition document, and then move forward. Again, team members may change as you do cycles, so you're going to have to bring them in and renegotiate these rules if you need to. You typically have very experienced teams working on an emertxe type project. Finally, you got to monitor and control it. Make sure that you're monitoring the risk associated with this. You're handling all the scope changes associated with this. And again, you should feel a little bit uncomfortable because, again, you've got the solution. The question is, what problem does this map to, and how can I use this solution to add business value to my particular company? Finally, you come to the closing, and it's very similar to what we've done previously. During the close phase, you have to decide, or the client has to decide, whether you're going to move to the next phase and do this loop again, or you're going to release a intermediate project or solution, or you're going to close it out and abandon the project. Sometimes you're going to run out of time and budget, and then in that case, you're going to close it out as well. Well, guess what? Another short video, but that brings us to the end of our third of three videos looking at extreme project management. And what we're going to do in the next video is bring it all back together and talk about how do we map a number of different project management lifecycle models to problems, and then what are practical approaches for implementing each of those models. So keep on studying, keep on learning, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.